Wednesday the 15th of April, folks. It is currently 11:45 here in the glorious town of Barnsley in South Yorkshire. Overcast, well, not overcast, cloudy, bright but cloudy. Well, not that nippy today, but I've got a sweatshirt on just in case. Yeah, so what to tell you about today? Nothing of any note on last year. It dawned on me yesterday after I'd done this and waffled on for however long about this, that and other. I can't remember if I told you on 31st of March that I had my consultation with oncology, where we was dutifully informed about my kidney, and we didn't know the 99% chance that it was cancer, that I'd have to have a biopsy, blah, 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 blah. And he said something that got me flummoxed and made me stop listening to everything else he said. Now, thankfully, Vicky and Finn had come with me. Flashback 20 years ago when I had me, 20 odd years ago when I had my scooter accident and I knackered my other ankle up. Either my mum or my dad always came to hospital appointments with me, because you can guarantee they'd be waffling on about something and then they said this one thing and I'd go tunnel vision on that. Sorry, my hands are hurting today. And forget everything else that was said. So, yeah. But he implied that if I was to have an operation to have my kidney removed, there was an outside chance that I won't survive it, down to the fact that I'd had so much anaesthetic and one thing and another in the previous 3 months. Turns out, talking to the actual people that were going to do the kidney up later, that were waffle. But we kind of put two and two together and come up with the fact that I was still in hospital when I had my appointment, and they took me up in a wheelchair. Because I was in this, a wheelchair, a big, massive chair that they could move people about in. It was a chair with wheels on. Because I turned up in that and I weren't walking or, mobile, that I think he thought I was worse off than I was. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, I weren't attacking, but, yeah. So, but yeah, I got given the choice to say, yes, let's go ahead and... Sorry about that. There's certain hand gestures that will do certain things, and by putting my hand up in a certain way, it stopped the recording. So yeah, we started the process of having the biopsy and going forward with the operation. He told me that I could potentially, depending on the size of it, have it frozen and the bit that was cancerous removed and blah, blah, blah. It turns out they couldn't do it that way. We'll get to that in August. But yeah, the process started. As I said, that was 31st of March, so a fortnight ago. What else to tell you? Barnsley drew last night. We managed a clean sheet for the first time in, I think it was 22 games. Didn't score a goal. To be honest, we had a few chances. Never really looked like scoring, but there we go. That's what this season's turned into. We carry on, and we've got Bradford on Saturday at home, 12:30 kickoff. Excuse me. So yeah, there's that. Oh, I found out yesterday. Now, here's the thing. I've always been a mod. Always been a mod. Always been into my scooters. I got into psychobilly in a big way in my teens. Really into stuff like King Kirk, Guanabats, Demented Ago, eyeliner. Oh, well, not eyeliners, they weren't really psychobilly, but that kind of thing. And the Meteors. Paul Fennick. I love the Meteors. And I have done ever since. And I got a message yesterday. Somebody sent me a message yesterday basically saying, I don't know if you're aware of this time, be right up your street. Somebody that knows me, obviously. The Meteors are playing in Barnsley in September. I mean, if you'd have told me that whatever going to happen, I'd have been like, don't be so bloody stupid. But yes, the Meteors are playing Vault 27 in September on a Sunday. There's a couple of bands other than them. It starts at 2 and it finishes at 8. Perfect. So, in the process now, trying to find out how to go about getting tickets for it. But yeah, not only that, but I put it onto Instagram yesterday. Also replied to a message that they'd put on Instagram yesterday with tour dates, as is. And Paul Fennick, who is the man behind the Instagram account, replied or liked it. How happy Simon. Happy Simon. Really happy Simon. Yeah, it's the little things. It really is the little things. And as you can see on that, Rad liked a post and Walkie the Poet liked to reply to one of his posts earlier. Because it was his dog's second birthday yesterday. It's the small things in life that make you happy. It really is. I fell over yesterday afternoon. I tripped up over my own feet and rugging all and went skittling lengthways. Didn't hurt myself. Made everything tingle. It's a thing now, if I see people getting hurt on videos or on telly or anything, parts of me tingle that didn't used to tingle. But yeah, excuse me. We had pizza last night. Vicky were feeling that way out. I were feeling that way out. It's like, bucket, Domino's. So we had some chicken wings, shed pizza. Usual 14 chicken wings, 7 each, because there's nobody does chicken wings like Domino's. Please inform me if I'm wrong and tell me a better place, because I would love to find out. So yeah, 14 chicken wings to share, a Meteor pizza to share, and then we checked ourselves and we had one of them cream egg cookies each. I love cream eggs. Warm cream eggs, even better. So yeah, there's that. Oh, almost forgot. I'm get it to turn on. No, because it's up that way. My Kindle's arrived. My Kindle has arrived. So it means that I now have something to read on holiday. Rather than using battery up on my phone, I can read this. I tried pairing my Bluetooth headphones up to it. They've always been sketchy. For what reason ever they won't pair. I'm ordering some new ones anyway. Just because I want to treat myself to some new bone conduction. I don't like things in my ears. But yeah, so I've now got a new Kindle Fire. I'm very happy with it. Second hand, but there we go. What else? Not a great deal. I don't think I've really got anything else to tell you today. And if I do, I'll tag it on. So yeah, I will bid you farewell, and I will see you tomorrow, which is Thursday. I believe I might be getting picked up and taken up to work to see them again tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see. Depends on how the person is that's picking me up, 'cause she's got something today that might put that off a bit. Yeah, anyway, I will bid you farewell and get some more charge on this. There's only, I don't know how much, 22% on it at the minute. Yeah, that's me done. I'll see you tomorrow. TTF then.
Now, what's the most interesting thing you can do with a hole, a stick, and a Greek? Yes.
Quite a few Greek men I'd like